How did you handle difficult situations before COVID happened? Well, I used to go to my best friend's house or on a drive or used to party or just take a trip. Basically, just go out and meet other people, and that helped. But right now, we can't do any of that. Well, you can shout, scream, cry, even curse, but none of that is going to help. So the question is, what do you do when things get difficult? Like, there should be a handbook for this, right? Like, what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing during a difficult situation. No? Don't you think so? Hello and welcome back to Up It and the Actionables podcast. My name is Peyton. I'm a performance life coach. So let's talk about the one thing that you can do right now that will help you navigate these difficult times. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now for fresh weekly content that will help you move toward your life goals. The way things are with the world right now, with the COVID situation and other heartbreaking stuff that's been happening all around the world, it feels like the world is in a turmoil right now. And as though it was not bad enough that the world is in such a shape, we each have our own personal difficulties to get through. So how do you deal with your challenging situations? What do you do? When it comes to difficult, messy situations, we may be used to thinking about that the situation is not fair, the situation is not right, what should be, what could be according to us, that we may not be focusing on what we should be, and that is we don't ask ourselves enough about what that situation is trying to teach us. So the one thing that you can do about dealing with a difficult situation is your ability to see what you can do in the situation. What I mean by that is it's not about somebody else. In the current world scenario, it's not about the virus, it's not about the government, it's not about your spouse, your family, or anybody else. It's about you. You are the variable in any given situation. But how do you practically do this? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here are 3 ways that you can put this knowledge of checking and looking inward and saying, what can I do about this situation, into practice. 3 simple steps. Let's do this. Step number 1 is check how unique is this situation really? Like, is it even unique? Okay, you're not going to like what I'm going to tell you, but here's the cold, hard, brutal truth that the situation, the difficult situation that you're finding yourself in right now isn't unique. Someone somewhere has been in that exact same situation that you find yourself in currently. But how does this help you? Well, it checks your ego from making you fall into the trap of victim mentality. So instead of thinking that something is happening to you and life is unfair and that person is unfair and this world is unfair, enough of that drama, and you know that this situation isn't unique, period. So what can you do about it? Instead of thinking of yourself as a victim, you start to think about what can you do to better handle this situation. Step number 2 is being emotionally stronger. Now, being emotionally stronger does not mean that you don't feel hurt, angry, disappointed, or that you need to put on a brave face. And it certainly does not mean that you become cold, mean-hearted, and closed off. Instead, being emotionally strong is all about being aware of your emotions. Because think about it, unless and until you know and acknowledge to yourself what you're feeling, you will not be able to handle any situation appropriately. So allow yourself, give yourself the freedom to experience the emotions. So if you're angry, be angry. If you are upset, be upset. You want to cry, cry. Being aware of your emotions is different from acting on them. You can sit with your emotions. You can say that you are feeling a certain way, and that is okay as long as you don't take action on that negative emotion. You can experience any emotion as long as you don't act on them. So learn to discern for yourself what you're feeling in any given moment and learn to use that to better express yourself. Because remember, emotions are there to help you express yourself much better and handle a situation accordingly. And step number 3 is seek or accept. Now, if there is something that you feel that you can do to fix and improve the situation that you are in, then go ahead and do that. But if you feel like there is absolutely nothing that you can do to improve the situation, then it takes tremendous strength of character and even grace to accept the situation for what is. Now, without sounding religious and only from a spiritual standpoint, there is something called as the Serenity Prayer, and this is what it says. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can't change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So in the end, to wrap this episode, I hope you'll remember that whatever situation you are in, you will take responsibility for your part and you will ask yourself what you can do to resolve, fix, and to improve a situation. By learning to handle difficult situations, you become much stronger, more aware, qualities that will definitely help you with achieving your goals in life. So that's my time for today. If you like this episode, don't forget to like and share with a friend and subscribe if you haven't already done that. I will be back next week. If you'd like to get in touch with me, hit me up on social. My handle on Instagram is @PaydensLife. For personalized help, check out my company on upitowe.com. Remember, what you want matters, and it's up to you to make it happen. Till next week, stay healthy, stay safe.